Okay guys, well, welcome to my second video, I think so. Yeah, my second video. I'll be backtesting yesterday's EU price action. Wasn't paying much attention to the charts. My memory is not that good, so we should be fine. So we go straight into the 15 minute. We don't have much other than. Okay, so what do we have? We have the supply reacted to something, mitigated this level, went straight higher, and the major supply was reacted on, and pretty much we sweep it, right? So my entry would be something about this. Although it's mitigated, I will pull the whole range, right? But my main focus will be in this one, right? On that candle, right? So where do we have it lost the indicators. The Asian high, I don't remember what it was, but Asian high must be in here, so we don't have any problem. Must be in here and must be taken out, so yeah. Let's just play price action. We are right now continue going higher and higher. So our liquidity. So in fact, that swept. That was a good one. And to go for, let's just see that price mitigates. Again, I'm just gonna play that out. I don't think it's gonna play out. Okay, we got a chalk. We got a chalk up in important demand. Chalk down, chalk up. Well, it was chalk up, chalk down to go up, chalk up to go again to mitigate. So yeah, that will be our entry. I'll cover just fees and loss. So yeah, I'll probably aim for 5 or not more. Well, yeah. What I was saying was this demand, right? That we have the demand right here, and we have a chalk down. The first is the opposite side of the direction you want to go. Chalk down. We got our chalk up. Oh, yeah. We got our chalk right there. You will consider that as a chalk, or you wouldn't, because the first chalk that happened was low. So I will consider this as my chalk, or you can consider the whole range as a chalk. So that was I was talking about, and we either create some demand. So that was our CE. Sorry, wasn't meant to be like that. That was our CE. Probably would be this long. I didn't see the whole range did market, so let's just see that plays out. I don't think it's playing out anymore. Might just be liquidity to continue going lower. So let's just see if that plays out. I'm gonna risk another 1% right here. I don't think that's gonna hold. Yeah, that didn't hold, but got us in the other one. Yeah, that was everything about this with liquidity. This was inducement mitigated before breaking to the upside, so that's not a really good sign. It has to break, mitigate, didn't break, mitigate. So that was pretty much liquidity being built. So we got our first 1R loss. Okay, not really confident. Chuck down, chuck up to keep going down. So that will be another entry to an important demand. So that will be an SCE we had right here. chalk up the same way it chalks to the upside, to just keep going down. So that would be another possible entry. I don't know if it's gonna get tucked in or not. Okay, completely fine not getting tucked in. Probably just mitigated this way, and I didn't see that. Probably just mitigated just earlier, and I didn't see it, but that wouldn't be bad for me. Chalk up, chalk down to keep going up, chalk up. That will be our entry. Didn't take that, just to keep it in mind. And well, yeah, that did work out perfectly. You see that was the whole inducement. So we're 1 hour down, 11, probably 10 up. Oh shit, that was a great one. Really, really good. Let's just see the 50-minute. How is it doing? Just mark. I wanna refine it. Okay, it's refined already. So yep. Okay, let's just see if that works out. I wanna see this demand broken. And we get a chalk and flip. So let's see. Just keep shooting up. Okay. This demand failed to hold, kind of. Or was a reaction to supply extreme? So yeah, kind of failed to hold, but still, yeah, that would be valid for me, but nothing on the trade-off. That flip, we gotta chalk down. No, chalk up first. Gonna need chalk down and chalk to the downside. So let's just play that. If that chalks, okay, I'm playing that. Didn't take us in, right? No. Okay, not liking that. It might just be liquidity and just keep shooting up. So if that doesn't work out, I'm just gonna risk another one just above with the stop loss of 15. Let's just see. Okay, took us out in both. You don't have to do this. You don't have to risk that much in opposite. I'm just gonna kill myself. What the fuck was that? Okay, completely valid. We're already 10%. Well, we'll be about 11. Let's just not count this one. So let's just be, okay, 1% down will be 10%. 10%, 8% up, right? But we still have this kind of opportunity, so nah, doesn't matter. We got another chalk down, chalk up, chalk down. We will have our entry right there. An important supply, right? So let's just, that plays out. It did play out. Well, just to keep it in mind. That's just all mitigations are built on liquidity, so I'm even. I don't know, but I really like this kind of setups. It flipped liquidity. We just following the mitigations. It just flipped liquidity. I'm just taking my tool out to see, and stop loss just above 15, 1.5 pip. Why? Because we are just following liquidity. This kind of react something flipped. This one, well, didn't flip anything, just chalk. Okay, we might get stopped out for now. Okay, yeah, it's not holding. We can have a chalk. Okay, didn't get stopped out, fortunately, because although, well, it's a sell still, so yeah. So trade higher, we got a chalk up to go down. That's a good sign. We got a chalk down to go up. Sorry, chalk up to go down. We gotta chalk down to keep shooting down. So sorry for the noises. That will be our entry. Kind of already played, but sometimes I do play it out. I mean, you don't have to just place it just right there. You just can't wait. Because you don't really know if you're gonna get stopped out even if you do that. So yeah, it's for me it's valid to be backtesting. I normally backtest like that. Doesn't have any problem on the real markets with that. Just yeah. So that was a bad entry for me. Let's just cover the wick. I don't know. Okay, this worked out. So we have one sell that we took, another one we took with a 1.1 and a 1.5 pip stop loss. I might go just to mitigate this. Gonna chalk up, chalk down, mitigate to the upside, flip liquidity. So yeah, nothing to take. Well, pretty much mitigations, just master price action, real clear. Okay, shut up. Okay, let's just. Oh, we took partials of 1 to 5 normally, so yeah. Partial, a partial. So, well, our risk will be covered completely sometimes. But was a good direction. I don't know what reacted to, pretty much. I don't know what it reacted to. Probably to this one that flipped. I don't know. But, well, we are, let's say, we were break even because we covered commissions plus the position, so we're in break even. This, well, just to keep it in mind, didn't take that. To on break even, I always took partials at 5 sometimes, or most of the times. Just see what's gonna react to this, or even extreme. Okay, didn't expect that. But as you see, this demand hold, kind of the sweep of the supply. So let's just aim for 5. Basically, we aim for this supply to hold. Okay, didn't take those in. Bulk. Let's just mark possible reactions. The only thing I will see is extreme, pretty much. This was mitigated by this, by this, by this, by this. The only one that doesn't was reacting to it right now. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, it reacted to. Well, the whole range can be, but yeah, let's just wait. We're already took 2 break evens. The psychology at some point. Some point will be kind of different, so let's just wait for it. Just approaching toward demand, right? So, oh, we could have taken that one if we wanted to. Yeah, probably this whole supply. Well, we got. We keep shutting down. Yeah, nothing to take because we didn't have any real chalk. The chalk will be in here because we're trading lower. We didn't pull back at any point, so yeah, that would be in any chalk for me. Yeah, probably react to it, but nothing really large stop loss. Well, the 50% can be, but nothing. Let's just wait. To this, okay. V-shaped recovery. Okay, great. Didn't take anything. It's just completely too extreme. When there are many zones, I just try to aim for the extreme because it gets kind of confused. With lows only, yeah, as I said. don't trust the first mitigation. I think it's just the... Okay, we can take a... we can take this. Because why? This supply swept liquidity of this high, right? Everything about this is mitigated, but just decided to come back up, mitigate this. Didn't break structure. There was the supply, the demand that reacted to it was this one. What was the extreme of the reaction was this one, right? And we are following the supply chain, right? So that's another confluence to take. Oh shit. That's another confluence to take. So that definitely can be a trade we can take. It makes sense to me because normally when there's flips, I just take a look at the extreme of the reaction. And yeah, just pretty much take a look at this. It hasn't been played, so it's completely valid for me. So I would say, well, let's just go for a 7R. Let's see if that hold. Okay. Analysis correct. Okay. We can even just keep following price action, and we can be picking at 10R. Because of this big move, we can be definitely taking some sort of managing our trade and just the downside. So yeah, that will be it. Let's just... I'm gonna wait for this to be broken. This supply to be broken, and we had a chalk. Okay, now I'm waiting for this supply to be broken, and we have a chalk. As simple as that. We got some chalks and flips. Okay, we got a chalk, we got a flip. Nothing I will take off. It's not on the 50%. Sorry, no, nothing I will take is so high in the leg. This one just pretty much inducement. Can be a pretty good inducement. It can just have a pullback to it and then get back down. Let's just take a look at the 2-minute. It's a little bit cleaner, yeah. That whole range is a little bit cleaner. So, let's just take the 2-minute and let's just play the 25. Let's just play 25. Yeah, let's just play that. I did like that. And we're in 15 minutes. Okay, we're in 15-minute supply. We got a chalk. Okay, did react to something. Let's see if we can get something. Okay, that was a nice reaction. I don't know what it reacted to, but definitely something good. Let's just see. Chalk down. Let's just see if we can have a re-entry. I'm not aiming for that. I'm aiming probably for the supply. With a 17R or even a little bit more, just about here with a 20R. Let's just see if we can get a 20R. Okay, just I would like to have an entry, but didn't make us an entry. Didn't swip anything. Reacted to the extreme. Didn't. Yeah. Okay. It did react, but nothing I will trade. Okay, that was a good reaction. Right there. Why? What about flip reactions? Flip reactions is pretty much the previous supply reacting got to the extreme of the... That's how I take normally continuations with sweeps and reactions. That can be playing out really good. And even you can put it in one. Let's just put that and see if that doesn't tag those out. I don't think it's gonna tag doesn't take continue it, but because it's so messy, I don't know. Yeah, that happened. Well, that happens most of times, or sometimes. We get another one. We can just keep trying. I wouldn't recommend it if you are not in profit. If you're not in profit, like we are up like 18 hour right now. If you're not in profit, don't try just take reversals out of it, right? Well, if you can see, the reaction was good. Their entry was ass. Sorry to say that, but well, my entry. Sorry, our entry is not as my entry. Pretty much react to this candle, this whole range, and didn't consider that. Just I was considering that as just inducement. Well, we're in inducement pretty much. But the current trades, it's going great. It's a sweep, so that's just the only opportunity we can have to take it. We might take that. It's good. Told you. Why it's good? Because it's rip of liquidity. Let's just put a 15 pip, 1.5. Didn't put the entry, but they told you that can work out. So, why it can work out? Although it's not sweeping any, well, it swept liquidity, but to be a sweep of liquidity, it may just be even you can take this. I would take the entire. To sweep liquidity has to break to the upside, but the fact that we have liquidity sitting above was the fact that did let me, or I considered to put it the entry. Still, we could have had another one. There's so many opportunities in the day we can sometimes not see it. The fact we were in liquidity, that would be the problem for me, but we are creating liquidity right now, so that must be protected for now. Not all the time it's going to be protected, but sometimes it will. That's our chalk, and that's our entry. We did chalk. You don't have to take chalks every single time, but only in important supply and demand areas. So that would be our entry. We could have placed buy to sell, no, sell to buy. Why sell to buy? Sell to buy. Um, the direction is still good, so let's just play that out. I'm not scaling anymore. We could possibly scale that in, and another one. Okay, didn't work out. But well, the the one that worked out, we can have another one right here. Okay, everything was fine. Everything is fine. Oh, spread hours. Damn, I did hate them. Sometimes it takes me out because I'm just trading the stop loss. The spreads are so freaking high. Sometimes we might just mitigate this. This can be all liquidity. We just might mitigate this and keep shooting up. So yeah, let's just see. Okay, didn't. Just created this chain. Completely valid for me. Let's see if that. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward this. I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Good trades. Both. Let me take a recap of the trades we took. What did I told you? Didn't I told you that that this was all liquidity, and we just mitigate it? Oh, sorry. It's not predicting the market. It's just liquidity. It's just inducement to continue. How do you complete that? Although the flip liquidity is just this chain. I'm not liking this. Didn't break 15-minute structure. It pretty much reacted to it, as you see. You can even take trades in here, completely valid. Chalk up to go down, chalk up, whatever. Didn't I told you that we'll react to here and keep shooting up? That what happened. Um. But yeah, I'm not even capping. It was a absolutely good day. So 12 hour. Let's just count everything possible and non-possible trade. So yeah, let's just count every trade we took, not the trades that can possibly happen. So yeah, it was 11 plus 11 plus, oh shit, no, it was 11 minus 1 minus 1 again, sorry, plus this. I didn't take this. This wasn't break even. I told you that if you take partials at 5 hour, normally just break even. So yeah, that was a good trade, didn't get in. Another good trade, didn't get in. Plus 10, so we are 19 are up. Plus 20, we are already 39 up. This was minus 1. This was, I didn't take that. I did take this. Plus 23. Didn't scale anything. I just say that. But I said I wouldn't scale this in. But it was a probable entry. So we ended up with 61 R trades taken. So yeah, that was my complete day. Completely valid trades. I mean, just my steps, if everybody wants to have, are just first, well, we are 50-minute project, and you want to have pretty much entries, sniper entries on the 15-minute POI. So first, it's liquidation. I think most liquidation. Okay, most of the teachers will tell you that liquidations pretty much don't trust the first mitigation right here. It can be just, oh yeah, there's a chalk. You can see there's a little reaction of the people that did bought in here, but did got down, and this will be a valid entry because we liquidated all this, the first mitigation, then we liquidated this until it gave us another entry and completely change of character we entry. So yeah, that's the first one. Well, first one, sorry, is hard time frame mitigation. But just play that. Playing 15-minute POIs. So first is hard time frame mitigation. Then is liquidation. Liquidation, sorry. My screen is really short. Then the third one is in liquidation has the sweep of liquidity. That's what I mean. So let's just add this sweep of liquidity. The third step would be chalk plus flip. That is pretty much the failure of supply or demand, depends on where you are. And well, if you want to add the fourth one, it's just place the order, and the fifth one, it's bank. Okay, playing 15-minute POIs and playing continuations. Playing continuations. It's the first one that I told you is the flip, right? The first one that I told you is flip. What's a flip? This is a flip. It has everything, right? What's a flip? Because I told you this supply, right? It broke to the downside with momentum, and we reacted to it. Oh, sorry. This is supply, right? This will be a flip to the upside. But why would be a perfect flip, right? Let's just give it an example. The perfect flip would be something about This can be a flip. That's what I told you. This can be a flip. We did have a reaction, but failed to create that reaction of it. Still, if you put the okay, this is not a great example. I'm just overcomplicating things. Let's just okay. This can be a flip. This can be definitely a flip. I didn't see that. Okay. There's the last demand zone, or if you want to call this entire range your demand zone. It's the last demand zone before the flip, and you enter on the extreme of the reaction. In here, you can see this flip liquidity, so that's another confirmation entry, right? Why? Why didn't see that? Because sometimes you won't see every opportunity, but in here, it has a little reaction, and you go to the extreme of the reaction, and in this case was this one, and also it flipped all these equal highs. So that would be your perfect flip and your entry. So that's what I search on entries. That's our flip. That's the that's the flip I'm telling you. Flip entry on the extreme. Or the other one, sweep of liquidity. Because oh, no, what happened? Oh, damn. Okay, because if the sweep of liquidity is normally, if you're in the correct side of the market, it's just protected, right? Sweep of liquidity, or just a normal boss. If you're seeing continuation just as clear as water, just go for the continuations. But take a look at the other side of the market. What's reacting to the right, to the left? Sorry. So, or normal reactions, normal mitigations. So those are three types of mitigations or continuations I will take, right? So to entry on that, on the playing the 15-minute, just to have it in mind, it's just hard time for mitigations. We're in hard time for mitigations. Liquidations is the first high. Don't trust the first high. Normally that would just become liquidity. Okay, so just keep following the chain until it's broken. So there's liquidation, then you got a chalk and flip. In here, there's your chalk. What's chalk and a flip? Because it reacts to it, and then it just completely breaks. That's why it's chalk and flip, because it first reacts, and then it breaks completely. Well, it reacts. And why in this case you wouldn't enter on the extreme of the reaction? Because we have untested order blocks, and in here there's not a really clear reaction towards just like what was the other reaction? Just like this. It's not a really clear reaction like this one. So that's why I enter on in here. And when I see another break, another flip, major flip, or whatever you want to call it, that was it. So that's your change of character, and flip, and well, place the order and bank. Absolutely good. You can see it's not magic. It's just understand the markets. It's just backtesting. You can use perfectly. I won't mind if you use my entry models or whatever you want to call it. It's just normal stuff. I just told you the flip, the entry on the extreme, sweep of liquidity, the other one that I told you. Let me just see. This was a sweep the high, continue lower. Unfortunately, this didn't mitigate, come back before it broke. Sorry. And well, the last, it was everything about this was mitigated, and this entry on this, I just follow the chain. If there's many zones, just go for the extreme. Don't FOMO about it reacted to this zone really hard like this one. Don't FOMO about it. This can be just inducement. You don't want to be inducement. This can be a perfect example of a flip. It reacts to this demand that probably would be just inducement because it broke this high and broke a lot of highs. But if you see that didn't break, it's just probably inducement to say, okay, it's near the point, right? So let's just buy. If you see, there's a little reaction right here. But what do I see? Do I saw in here was this inducement that broke structure, reacted this demand. What was the extreme of the cause? The extreme of the reaction, then broke to the downside. This was the extreme of the reaction. And we have still this continuation of the chain. just continue with chain until it's broken. That's normally broken on the hard time frame POI. So also just continue, don't try and predict the market, just follow tips, follow the chain until the hard time frame POI hits, right? Another, don't FOMO. There are always opportunities. Oh, I didn't trade today, I didn't catch anything. Well, tomorrow you can catch 150R. You don't know. Please don't FOMO. FOMO killed my I'm being completely transparent, killed my challenge. It's just psychology you gotta manage. I took really good trades. I'm happy about it. Some guys were asking what happened to your challenge. I failed. Why? Because of FOMO. Don't FOMO about stuff. If the movement is gone, it's gone. Just take the other one. You can have. I just learned this the hard way. Unfortunately or fortunately, there are always opportunities on the market. There's no way there's not opportunities. Just an example. Tomorrow, I cannot be trading because there weren't opportunities that fits my criteria. But in 2 days, I can make the whole week with 100R. You don't know. You don't know. In the week, there's a lot of opportunities. You don't know if you're going to make 150 tomorrow, and today you're going to be on a loss of 3% or 1.5% if you're risking 0.5. Okay, you don't know. And another tip, if you're just starting, if you're not sure about your trades, that most a lot of people ask me that. If you're not really sure about your trades, just risk 1%, risk 0.5%. Sorry. Right, and with 3 losses, have the continuations and 15 minutes that fits your criteria. With 3 losses in a row, you're out of the market. If you're in profit, that can be 4. But if you're in profit of 1 to 5, right? But if you're not, just get out. The psychology when you're losing, sometimes it's just FOMO. There's like, sometimes psychology might not be the right. We're just humans. We're right. We're not fucking robots. Psychology is gonna hit whatsoever. No, sorry. Psychology is gonna hit anyways. Sorry, I was wrong. So yeah, that's my problem. I risk 1%, so it's pretty much 3%, and I'm down for the day. I just keep losing. What else that they asked me? Well, that was the main thing. So yeah, that was the main stuff. If you wanna screenshot that, and I will do another video. I don't know if tomorrow of Q&A. I will make a video of Q&A of some questions you have asked me on the comments or on Instagram or on everything. So yeah, stay tuned, and that will be it, guys. So have a great day. Have a great Wednesday, trading Wednesday. Yeah, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, just leave it in the comments.